So also I want to talk about senator now. Okay, senators now pocket at least 2 billion for constituency project, while House of Rep members pocket 1 billion naira for constituency project. So I'm going to give you the stats before I talk about it. So the stats is constituency project funds are allocated to members of the National Assembly, and if you collate the numbers of senators and the numbers of House of Rep, you'll be amazed. I never knew that there were this many. Senators are 109 senators all around the federation. We have 109 senators. While House of Rep, we have 360 House of Rep. It means the amount of money when they allocate to each constituency yearly, because it they under the project for the year. The amount of money they allocate to each constituency is 3 billion. If you add the senatorial amount, which is 2 billion, and the House of Rep for that same constituency is going to more than 3 billion. Is going to more than 3 billion. Now ask yourself, this your House of Rep members, this your senators, who as soon as they became Senate, they see them for their constituency again. You will not see them for the number of years they are senators, House Rep. The only time they come to that circle is for event, to come show worth, to come display say they don't arrive. Not be say they can't do anything. So this is what I try to do. Is I want to state out the amount of money that comes into the senator pockets yearly. So let's do this together. Now, since there are 109 senators, senatorial district in the federation, and 109 senators, it simply means 109 times 2 billion will give us 218 billion naira. It means annually each senator receives 2 billion, equating to 218 billion naira for senators. Most say, okay, let's try to analyze the kind of budget all these senators will do with this money. Like each constituency, a senator will carry budget, carry project, will do classroom project. That money go reach to do classroom project, like build 3 or 4 blocks of 3 or 4 blocks of classrooms. That money go run am. It go run and remain. Of course, that money go run and remain. Water projects, the money go run am. To do truck-C roads, all those roads when fall into local government. Just those are when they link to communities. Those roads when they get gutter, when they get drainage. So you just grade, put on tarred road. Those kind of road when heavy vehicles not they match too much. Now just cars, bikes, and motorcycle. Those kind of roads when they connect to communities fall under this budget. Which of your senator? I want you to take it. You can't even remember the name of your senator in your constituency. And if you try to dig deep and try to dive in, you discover that there's no one evidence of work of say you don't see what your senator do. Your senator never deliver. And now this senator go they tell you, go they criticize the federal government. And look at the amount of money when they pocket. See money when they enter the Senate and the House of Rep. Now let's go to the House of Rep. The House of Rep members are 360 times 1 billion. That is 360 billion. Now, if you also want to atomize some kind of project when such money will be able to do in their own areas, you discover that you also fall into that category. Like they're supposed to do purchase transformer. Yes. This money if you fall into purchasing transformer, yes, you fit do carry out such projects. Say every year you want make 3 or 4 communities get lights, you buy transformer for them, you go run pool for them. This money go cover up. Money go cover agricultural implements. Say those who engage in farm, when they do farmers, say one buy keke napep for them. Maybe they construct until they help them for farm. You want buy fertilizer for them. Want to help grow their fruits. You want buy chemicals, pesticide. You want buy things for them when go aid them to grow more. That all this thing a budget when fall under House of Rep and senators. Which of them they do them for their constituency? And some of them they did it for like 10 years. Which of these? Imagine say each senator they work for their area. Do you know the kind of growth we don't get? Say the state government they do your own, the federal government they do your own, And the senators and the House of Rep, they deliver based on the money when they receive directly. Till they do their own work. Do you know the level of development we could not achieve in a year? See, waste. What do they do with this money? This is just money for their constituency. What about money for their allowance and every other thing? You see, well, when I came across this news, I was like blown away. I never knew that they get this kind of funds. I thought maybe most of the money generated for them is maybe if they want pass bill, the federal government will go bribe some of them so that they go support the bill. Maybe the bill go through because the federal government don't put some kind of amount when it's supposed to do for inside. So based on say the senators no say federal government don't, the president don't write some kind of budget, don't inflate some kind of figure, and it means those money go enter the federal government pocket. Those ones go still want their own. So the federal government needs to bribe one or two so that if they vote they will get many, or they just share money like what they did the other time that they share like $7 for them. During that Natasha matter, share like 7K for them. Maybe they take D, maybe they take agree, do something like that. I thought maybe that was one of the ways they get funds, and funds from allowance for this nonsense allowance and free bees. When did they get? I never knew that that the senators and the House of Rep, did they give them direct money for projects? Because sometimes when these senators, some of them when they try to do one or two, go like sing ball when go spoil within 6 months, they go to take them and say that their own project. Say, I did this project with my money. Like the way they say it, the way they go about it is this project. When I do this water, I went to my village, I sink like 6 balls. When it's said directly, in the way you reason the information, it comes like he used his own money when it did for the Senate to bring these goodies for you, not knowing that they give them such amount of money, and they just use the money. Because truth be told, you will now wonder why a former governor, after doing 8 years as a governor, could they push to become a senator. Look, check Adam Soshomole and other senators. Most of them are former governors. I never knew, say this one, they get extra money. So that means, see the billions of naira these senators they take. Free money that you don't give account of. And Nigerians, they suffer. And tomorrow you will vote for these same persons thinking that they have your interest, not knowing that they're just using the position that you've given them for free to enact worth for themselves. Because now we give them the position for free. They don't force us to. They don't force you. They don't even give you anything. They just tell you sweet words. And you just feel, you just fall put. At the end of the day, the issue with Nigeria are caused by Nigerians. For Nigeria. See money when these people they collect. But that by the wayside. So I'm gonna go with this today. Bill to jail non-voters scale second reading in House of Representatives. Now when I came across this, I just laughed. I just said again, House of Rep. It just tell you that these people don't do anything for their. If you follow the House of Rep and the House of Senators, you see as the 109 senators, and it's very impossible. I don't think it happened that there is a sitting after they don't do one or two when they newly come, when go say they shack them to show say they be senator. Now the time they come, they know they sit. Some of them know they did the country for like 6 months. As you just become a senator and House of Rep, they don't relocate to Abuja, buy house Abuja, start to live Abuja, they enjoy it, they spend, they travel. Some of them for the 1 year or 2 years, for straight 1 year, they can just be outside Nigeria for like 7 months for 1 year. Now look at this kind of bill when it pass, when those case second reading. What is this? You are saying now, even if it is my right for me to vote, and my responsibility for me to vote, it is also my right for me not to vote if I feel I do not like the process or I do not want to vote. More consider the greatest democracy in the world, which is the US. More look at the last election when they did the 2024 election that brought in DT, Donald Trump, into power. Let's see the stacks. Let's go first. Now, the Republican had 77,503,580 votes, and the Democrat had 75,017,613 votes. That's total number of persons that voted at 154 million people vote. Now let's see the eligibility. How many people are eligible to vote for the 2024 elections? And we'll see the steps when the US take to holding those people when not agree vote. Now, the eligible voters for 2024 US elections was a total of 174 million people were eligible to vote. And the number of people who voted for the 2024 election is now 154 million people voted. That means 20 million eligible voters decide say they don't want to vote. Now, what did the president did that came in, or what does the Constitution, the U.S. Constitution, the U.S. Constitution give to do to those who are eligible to vote and decide not to vote? Because we suppose don't see all these things play out. That, okay, since you are eligible to vote and you decide not to vote, we're going to arrest you. They are not decamping because of, say, the APC don't lay out programs and they say, oh, this PDP, I don't believe in their ideology anymore. Let me go over to the APC, because that was what also played in the US election. If you follow up the 2024 election, which I followed up the 2024 election. I knew beforehand, like 3 or 4 months before the election, that Donald Trump was going to win, because I followed the pre-activities that happened before the election and during the election. I knew what was going to happen because I saw the activities of the two parties. And if you observe also, Donald Trump himself was once a Democrat. Elon Musk was once a Democrat. Kennedy was once a Democrat. Tulsi was once a Democrat. All these persons I mentioned who are holding different positions, critical positions in the Donald Trump administration, we are all Democrats. But when they discovered that the ideology or the way the Democrats they go not aligned with what they really want for the American people, they moved over to the Republican, and they stated the reason why they did. They stated the reason why they followed up with Donald Trump. They stated the reason why they now believe that the Republican carry the ideology when they feel work on. Because that's how the America is structured. It's not structured of being, people know they move around because of, say, now money, they motivate them. Because they pay attention to how it's these policies or this person ideas or this party ideas could be of benefit to me. And if it's not going to be on any benefit for me, there's no me aligning myself to it. So we look what they happen between the PDP and the APC and every other party politicians. See what is happening. Everyone they move to APC. Why they move? Nobody they give one significant reason. Say this is the reason why they move. Either they go lie, talk with this, and some of the problems when these previous parties when they decamp get are all caused by these people when they decamp. But because the interest or the reason why they are decamping is for themselves. Is for them to stack up continuously. They want to continue to stack up. They don't want a time go day in their life or in their circle and be say they don't stack up. So they need to day in the party, in the really party, so that there's continuation of stacking up, collecting money, funds they enter, lifestyle they enjoy the lifestyle has to continue. Nigerians, we need to get it right this time. Nigerians, we need to strive for what is great, not just because of how these things are going to affect us, because it's affecting every one of us. 89% of Nigerians, 89% of Nigerians are struggling to survive. Now, hand to mouth to hand, now daily survival, majority of Nigerians they do. And you go see those Nigerians to see how gullible they are. They'll still vote for this politician. I remember I met a man, and I was we were having a one-on-one discussion, and I was talking about identity politics. And I was trying to state reasons why it is not good to have such attachment to one political party. That if it comes against your ideas and your belief and your value system and your belief system, it is right for you to change party. You say, no, if father na APC, if my man na APC, I'm not trying to use APC. I'm not saying the person is an APC. If our father was an APC, if mother is an APC, him himself is going to be an APC. No matter what happened, now he cannot see himself. That even his children, when they get to the age of voting, he cannot even imagine that his children would vote in another party. Like, I was like, what are you saying? There are majority of Nigerians who fall into these categories that they don't care. I must vote for this, my party. Now my party, I must vote for them. They don't see their party, they do anything when they right, when they favor them. But they just cannot see themselves. It is terrible. I just hope that we get it right as we move towards the 2027 election. That we get it right, we try to align ourselves in a way that when in the 2027 election, we are not voting people. We are not voting tribe. We are not voting religion. We are not voting party identity. We are voting for ourselves. Now the man when waiting the plan aligned to what you want for Nigeria and what you want for yourself and your children generation, now you go make you vote for that person. Not be because of what you they get. Because some of us are going to be used. The youths are going to be used. They go call boys. Boys go carry tools. You go kill your other person. You go kill because of these old men when they use you. When no one wants anything good for you, you go kill because of them. You sell yourself, sell your rights. You get punishment for you. Get punishment for the great beyond. Double for you all the way because of one man greed. And you know wise to know saying that the man greed now they put you for waiting they do. You know wise to understand that sometimes it's not about what you get. It's about what you do. Because now waiting you do now matter most. Now waiting you do now you then they'll judge you. Now waiting you do, how did you affect things around you, around your environment, and how did you affect what is your impact? Now those things when you do now they'll judge you. Now God go to base your judgment. It's not what you gain. God will not say, oh, okay, are you successful on earth? Or how rich you were? Or the criteria to going to heaven is how rich you were on earth. Nothing like that. You don't go vote there for the line according to anything that partake to this side. It is, what did you do? The few times you were there, what was your impact? That is what you'll be judged by. So I'm going to end there and just hope that we have a beautiful week. Okay, now I just want to, let me drop this here. I'm working on two things. One is on identity. I'm trying to answer questions on identity. I know it does not correspond with the issues that happens in Nigeria rapidly, which is very difficult for you to dissect and analyze because of how rapidly events unfold. But I'm trying to do something on gender identity and identity as a whole because of the meaningfulness it brings to us understanding how the world operates. Because I'm trying to answer our question with gender identity and identity. I'm trying to answer the question of like identity now make me and you different. Identity now make you get meaning as a person. Identity now define your personality. Now I'm trying to answer this question on identity, which is why is BC the responsibility of man to name everything when God creates, God give unto man. Everything when God creates, God tell man give alpha, identify these things. But the responsibility for God to identify man, God hold that responsibility. God not tell man to identify himself. And to Adam he called a man, and to Eve he called a woman. So I want to understand why humanity, the drive into identify himself by itself. So I'm working on that. I just pray that before the month runs out, I'll not run up waiting I want to talk about it. So just support the channel and just allow us to grow. I'm also working about the new Pope. The new Pope plays an important role in the Christendom, whether we like it or not. You don't need to be a Catholic for you to understand the role the Pope plays in Christendom, because every other denomination in Christendom spring commands from Catholic. You understand? So, and if you broaden is called the Catholic now get the highest members. I tell you about 1.2 billion Catholic, or people who are the first Catholic are all around the world. So it's great important for us to understand the Pope. So I'm also working on the Pope, and I'm trying to understand who the man Pope is. What does he believe? What he be the man ideology? Which kind of person will he be? Which kind of home he come from? What he done the relay before now? Which kind of what are the things they engage in? Because once you're able to understand this layout, you can be able to predict the kind of things when this man do. You understand? Because there are a lot of things that happened under this one that died. There are a lot of things. So it is very important, because the word Pope came from a Greek word called papas, and it means papa. So it means say the Pope now be the father of the Catholic. So why we need to, I'm working on this, is because some people won't be Catholic or the first Catholic not really understand the role the Pope plays. The Pope plays a very significant role in the Christendom and also in the Catholic. So I'm working on that too. And before the month runs out, I'll try and do something. Just support the community, support the channel, and have a beautiful week. Peace out.
Yeah, instead of be them, let it be me. Since I will die, inevitably, then let it be, that it be said, when I am dead. Some other was free, some other was fed, some other not me, was able to see that long as we live inside of a country where no one is safe, no one is safe. We only evade, try to escape the imminent doom, but closer the date looms. It comes for all. If we must go, then at least when we fall, when